And here's my new camera. In the box, we have a RunCam Thumb. There's the little camera. Super lightweight. What else is in the box? Let's take a look. Instruction manual. And then some accessories. We have a mount, USB cable, and a wiring harness. Oh, and an ND filter. Here's the camera itself. Just a single button to start and stop recording. The config is all saved on an SD card. So we'll load in an SD card, and the first time we power it on, it will write a default config. We'll edit that before we go flying later today though. Now let's put this in. Ooh, that doesn't stay on very well. I've read that in some other reviews, so if you have one, be sure to watch out for that. And there it is. It doesn't go in very far. Now let's plug it into the computer and set our defaults. You can edit the config file in your text file editor of choice. I'm using Notepad that comes with Windows. Another good option would be Notepad++. Now we'll go through the settings. The first is the firmware version. That is the most current version. Next is the video resolution. We're shooting 1080p at 60 frames a second, and that's the default value and is correct. Next is gyro data. We're going to turn that on should we want to run gyro flow after. Next is your file length. I find 5 minute actually preferable, so we'll use 3. Next is auto recording when it powers up. I want it to automatically start recording once it gets power, so we're going to turn that to 1. The rest are video settings, which we're going to leave on default. And then lastly is the power saving mode, which we will leave off. Now we will save, and we're ready to shoot some video with it. We'll draft up a mount. Now we'll slice our model. And now printing. First, we're going to put some super sticky tape on to hold the loose SD cover. Now let's solder the power lead onto our drone. A little bit of flux. The pads have been used before, so I don't think I need any solder. So before we hook anything up, we're just going to make sure we have nothing shorted out. So we're first going to check the ground. So we'll go to the ground pin here, and then the ground pin on the battery connector. We have less than an ohm, so that one's good. Now we'll go to the positive. And I'm going to go to the positive on the VTX. We got about 5 ohms. So that should be good as well. And now we will go positive to negative to make sure there's no short. We got about 30 kilo ohms, which is about normal when these things are wired up. So it looks like our wiring's good. We can now put on our bracket and then give it a test. And we'll do a weight check. "240 grams, got 10 grams to spare." That's a lot of jello and shake. Let's see if we can improve it with gyro flow. Next time we'll have to try the ND filter and possibly even a new mount. This mount was printed out of TPU, so I'm wondering if it's just a little too soft and jiggly. And the mount also is a bit on the low side because you can see the motors or props in the lower corners, which isn't ideal either. So things to consider for next flight. We're back home, a couple crashes. The last one broke my antenna off, which cut our session short, but the RunCam held up well. So footage all looks good. Just too bad we couldn't get a little bit more. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more.